Right now at 6 o'clock, you're looking live onto the House floor on Capitol Hill as members of Congress just finished voting for a 10th time, trying to choose the next Speaker of the House. It is the first time in 164 years it has taken this long for that leadership job to be filled. That vote is the fourth one of the day, going on hour number 6 of voting for a Speaker. It is not yet formally confirmed. However, California Republican Kevin McCarthy apparently has lost once again. He earned 200 votes.
Democrat Hakeem Jeffries got 212 votes, but has no chance to win the job since his party is in the minority in the House. Representative Kevin Hern has 7 votes, and Representative Byron Donalds has 13. McCarthy continues to fall short of the 218 needed to win the job. And we want to get you right to News 4 Jax reporter Joe McLean, who's been watching this all play out. And Joe, this latest vote came somewhat of a surprise for some.
Yeah, that's because on Tuesday and on Wednesday, the House took 3 separate votes and then adjourned for the night. This 10th vote wasn't expected to happen right after the 9th one wrapped up. But rolling right into this 4th vote indicates that members of the House don't really want to keep this going. They want to wrap this up and choose a speaker. As a reminder, the House can't perform any of its functions until it decides on leadership. This stalemate is going to continue until a compromise is reached, but it doesn't appear that any of the Republicans are in any clear signs of them doing that anytime soon. Another day, another round of failed attempts to select a Speaker of the House.
A speaker has not been elected.
The division among House Republicans was again on full display Thursday as most GOP members continued to back California Conference leader Kevin McCarthy, who has lost every vote so far.
The work we promised the American people we would do, we're welching on that promise. But I have hope. I have hope that we'll be able to come together, unify, and put the right person in leadership.
McCarthy's bid has been foiled by a roughly 20-member insurgents who have vowed to oppose him. Most of those representatives once again threw their support behind second-term Tampa area Congressman Byron Donalds. Some have began supporting other candidates, though, including Florida's Matt Gaetz, who named Donald John Trump. The group has been demanding House rule changes. Notably, they want just one single member of the chamber to have the power to call for a vote to remove and replace the House Speaker. Some reports indicate McCarthy may have already made that concession, but it wasn't enough. If the Republicans don't come together, what happens?
Well, look, I mean, as you've seen, both sides are dug in right now. What's been so frustrating is we can't get a clear ask or series of demands from the 20. So at this point, it's about, I don't know, personal agendas, some personal animosity to certain individuals. And that's a disservice to the people that elected us. They expect us to get to work.
On the other side of the aisle, Democrats in lockstep, letting the GOP hang out to dry, with all 212 members repeatedly backing the Democratic conference leader, Hakeem Jeffries, who took over Nancy Pelosi's place in the leadership. The stalemate is already having an effect on members. Nebraska Representative Don Bacon said on social media, quote, "My office was informed by an agency today that they cannot communicate with my staff regarding active casework because we are not yet sworn in. The handful holding up the speaker election is not helping Americans, but directly hurting them." So as you can see, it's really having an impact on that membership. And as a reminder, Kevin McCarthy, or anyone who wants to be speaker, could get votes from the other side of the aisle. McCarthy could, in theory, walk over to the other side and cut a deal with some moderate Democrats. However, given McCarthy's reputation, his record, and frankly, Tom and Mary, the political environment we're in, it's highly unlikely he will attempt to pull any Democrats to vote for him. So the voting continues.
It does. So, Joe, what about that vote from Matt Gaetz for Donald Trump? Yeah,
a lot of people were wondering what Florida Representative Matt Gaetz was trying to accomplish by casting his vote that way. His vote has been anywhere but McCarthy, but it may just be to oppose McCarthy without supporting Donalds. But it's important to note that while no Speaker of the House has been a non-member, that doesn't necessarily make it illegal. Technically, the Speaker of the House can be anybody who can get a majority of votes in of those representatives. They can get elected. But the more important thing, though, is that has to happen or this Congress can't function. Tom and Mary.
All right, Joe, thanks.